Welcome. Welcome to Tuesday edition of Reads. I think this is probably people's favorite because they get to ask any question that they want as opposed to mine's is spiritual gangster Sunday, spirit guide messages that people need to hear, but that's my favorite. So we're going to get into some collective general reads while we wait for people to come in. What's up? What's up? Welcome, Cyrex. Name looks familiar. Have you been in here before, or is this your first time? Well, it is viewer's choice on Tuesday. Actually, I gotta start putting that in the title, viewer's choice, because other other days is different messages. So whatever question that you have. Oh, it's got to be more than a few months ago because I just started coming back on New Year's Eve, and I hadn't been on since at least what was it, May or June. I think it was right before my birthday season, June. Yeah. So welcome. Welcome in. All right, so Cyrex, did you have a particular question? Did you want a general read? Let me know what the flavor of the day is. And welcome, Priya. I will definitely follow up with you as soon as the year is a stretch. I mean, I can read the energy based on what's happening. Probably give you like an outlook for like the next few months. But however, like if you want like a year scope, it's gonna be based on the energy now. So if you're looking to grow and change, that prediction is gonna grow and change. All right. So that's how reading energy through tarot works. At least for me. I can't speak for anybody else. All right. So could definitely look into the upcoming season and see based off of what you are working on now, what to look out for, or what you can expect. Welcome, Fabi. And yes, you may ask. Just know that there is a queue. So right now I'm reading for Cyrax, and I believe it's Priya, and then you would be third. And welcome to everyone new, and of course everyone that is returning as well. If you are new here and you resonate with your message, subscription is appreciated. Of course, not required. But always, thumbs up, anything like that. And please no obscene language in the comments. You will be blocked immediately. All right, so take that somewhere else. All right, so Spirit, let's tap in for Cyrex, see what the general energy is, what they can look forward to in the upcoming season. Cool. All right. Wheel of Fortune came out. Well, I don't want to take it as a reverse because sometimes the way that I'm dealing these cards, because they are larger, it comes out as a reverse. What else was that? That definitely came out in reverse. Okay. I mean, your changes are definitely evident, and it feels more so like emotional and mental changes, which are basically the catalyst for everything else, right? So the Wheel of Fortune came out first, which is, wheel is turning, and this is a self imposed wheel turning because you're making the changes. You're doing the steps needed to grow. All right. So with that comes the domino effects. All right. Eight of Cups came out next. Emotional baggage is being cleared. All right, you're dropping some emotional weights, letting some things go. I'm hearing forgiveness in some cases, whether you voluntarily are doing it or not. I just heard like you don't really like the word forgiveness or the not so much the word, the process of forgiveness. So you're more so just like kind of winging it, but knowing that, it's no longer benefiting you to hold on to certain things. So that is a very good, process that you're undergoing. Nine of Swords in reverse came out afterwards. This is excellent because this says that you're coming out of that self-imposed mental prison. All right, you're done over analyzing, overthinking, or at least you want to be done with it. But you're taking the initial steps, which is the important part. So that's great. Let's see what else. Nice. Temperance. Yeah, a lot of balance is coming into play right now for you. All right, and if you don't see the effects of it right now, that's okay. It's going to take a little while for it to show up in your physical reality. All right, but again, you're doing the mental work. All right, knowing or not, because I heard that some of it's being done in your sleep. You may be having some dreams, you may not. If you don't remember your dreams, there's something going on in the dreamscape right now, in in your astral world where things are being like adjusted for you to be able to come into even more balance. All right, so this is going to be the theme of this year for you. I feel like I said, I'm not going to see past a certain point, but feeling like these changes are going to be kind of like it's going to be a domino effect over the year. Five of Swords energy, giving no fucks as to what people think about your process right now, and that is exactly the mentality you should be in, because caring too much about the changes that you're you know putting too much thought into it and explaining that to people is just going to drain your energy. You're done with that. You're done with energy drains. You're done with like um explaining yourself, the extra. You're done with all the extras. Thank you for confirming. Oh, and thank you. Oh, and this brings options. Seven of Cups energy. So this is going to open you up for some beautiful things. All right. And not just in your emotional world, in your physical world, and just basically open you up to new possibilities of life. Now you're kind of like exploring other things that you may not have considered before. So now it's like a buffet. It's like a buffet for you right now. Life is going to be like your kind of like your playground and your buffet. All right, so enjoy that part of the process. And taking more time to rest. Four of Swords energy. So we have some consistencies. Five of Swords, Four of Swords, Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups. Actually, seven, eight, nine. So you're basically taking things day by day right now, but trust and believe the more changes that you make, the faster your world is going to change. All right, so just know that your first step now is to relax more and to get more rest. All right, and that means mentally, not necessarily sleep, but just kind of just like silencing your mind. Meditation will be very beneficial for you, especially in these beginning weeks as you make this transition. So yeah, your year is looking good. It's gonna be a lot of shifts and changes, all right? Because this balance coming into effect, it's not gonna be like a super smooth road, because you know that there are things you need to walk away from, even people. So as you make those changes, it's going to, you're going to get some pushback. But as long as you stay in this energy, the Five of Swords, when you give no effects about that, you'll be all right. And don't forget the rest part. But that is, yeah, that's your general overlook as far as the year. It's going to be shifts and changes, but you're more than ready for this. You've basically been preparing yourself on the low for this for a little while, so it's looking good. And Amy, so sorry to hear about your loss. There is a queue, so if you would like to stick around, I would be happy to read for you. I could do a general reading. I don't um, commune with spirits. That's not my thing, at least not now. But could definitely do an energy read for you. All right, so Priya, if you are still present, you would be next. And welcome to everyone just coming in. This is Tarot Tuesday edition of my lives. It is viewer's choice. You can ask almost any question you'd like, including love, career, purpose, general, so on and so forth. No medical or legal questions or anything out of pocket. And no hate, obscenities, or bullying speech. Them's the rules. Wait, what? I'm sorry. Like, how does Kumar thinking about Moana? Do you want to know how somebody is thinking about you right now? Is that the question? Gonna have to clarify that for me, please. Hi, Tobias. Welcome. There is a queue right now, so if you want to hang tight and get comfortable, grab you a snack, I will absolutely take your question. All right, so Priya, until you clarify, I'm just going to shuffle up. But it sounds like you want to know how somebody is feeling, thinking about you. This is what I am getting here. And I'll need you to clarify quickly, please, because there are others waiting. Oh, my nose is running so much. I'm not even cold. Does somebody have like sinus issues right now? This just started out of nowhere. I don't even have a tissue around me. Okay, so yeah, I was asking for clarification. You wanted to know if how someone is thinking about you or feeling about you. I'm guessing you are one of those two people mentioned, because otherwise your question is not clear to me. All right, and let me just, while you're doing that, Fabi, I believe you are next. If you're still here, that is, because I know people are in and out of these rooms. Welcome to phone. Okay. Thank you for sticking around, Poppy. All right, so Priya, I'm just gonna have to go off of instinct here as far as what your question is because I don't see any clarification. Feel free to clarify as I'm going along, but that's probably not gonna change anything anyway. What is this? A person thinking about Mohana, or what is the energy towards Mohana? I should take all of that. High Priestess of Fire. When I turned it over, it was in reverse, but I'm gonna see what the rest of this says. So, High Priestess of Air. Hmm. This is very conflicting energy, and one of these were in reverse, so I'm gonna take that. I'm guessing the High Priestess. High Priestess of Air in reverse. So we have fire and air energy off the bat. Also trapped and movement, which is two very different energies. So this feels like somebody feels trapped and somebody wants to go. And we are in the year of the horse, so somebody wants to move quicker than the other person. The moon. Moon energy signifies that not all the information or not everything that you need to know about the situation is clear right now. You may have to wait for more information because there's not much just like how you formed your question. There's not much clarity around this right now. And there's a lot of friction in this. The way the cards have been coming out, rigid. There's a lot of friction in this. Let me just make sure all my cards are right because I don't like starting out with reversals in any deck. If it's gonna be reversed, it's gonna be reversed. So yeah, somebody's in this mind frame that, you're one of y'all is a control freak. I'm not sure which one that is. Somebody's a control freak. They want what they want. They are in tunnel vision. They want to move forward, but the other person is like, I don't know about that. Energy towards Mohana. Energy towards Mohana. Yeah, there needs to be more honesty here because it doesn't look like there's a forthright energy here. Either you're not giving me all the information, which is why you have yet to clarify your question. Um, yeah, or you need to be honest with yourself about the situation because we do have two High Priestess cards, which means intuition is here. All right, you get a sense about the situation, but you're maybe trapped in this illusion because the moon can also represent illusions. You're trapped in this illusion that it's something else when it's not. All right, so some honesty is needed here. Either you being honest with yourself, that person being honest with you being honest with them, but there's not enough here. Another full moon. It's like you see yourself with this person, but they don't reciprocate. There's no reciprocation here. This is a one-sided thing. All right. So if you are pining after somebody, this is your sign to move on. Yeah. I just cut the deck and deceit showed up. So this is not your person. You are not for each other. And your message is to move on. You're very welcome. Best of wishes to you. Okay, Fabi, I'm not sure if you asked a question. Let me just see. Scrolling up, may I ask when will me and G see each other timing wise? Okay, let's tap in. Let's tap in for you and Jay. Let's see if a timeline comes up because usually it's energy. Timelines are very fickle things. What is the situation between Fabi and Jay, please? Oh, okay. We have beauty here. Somebody thinks somebody's beautiful, or this could be a mutual energy, but it's just what's coming out here. Vision popping up again, full moon. This is like somebody sees this as a long term, whether it's you or the other person. We'll get to that. But there is intention here for long term vision. So with that, like if that's you, um, just don't because I'm getting a kind of like a it's not a friction or pushback, but just like a timidness. That's the word for it. Someone is timid, and I'm guessing it's not you because this feels more so like you envision this person in your life. But it's a mutual peace. Very quiet. This person doesn't speak much, or they feel like they're not as communicative as you. They don't like to express themselves emotionally too much. Oh, they are very quiet. They don't want to. It's like they don't origin. They do not want this. Like wow. People don't see this often, but sometimes in reads when I'm trying to pick up somebody else's energy, they could be very like reclusive to that point where their energy is not easily accessible. Does it happen that often? Not really, but it does happen. What is Jay's energy towards Bobby at this time? Wow. Does not want to say anything. What is that about? I don't see that often. All right, I'm gonna try switching decks because it's like Richard again. Yeah, this person is not connecting with that deck, or maybe their energy is just shut off. What messages do you have for Fabi regarding G? What messages do you have for Fabi regarding G? Okay. Okay, it says balance, harmony, friendship. Mm, are you sure this is a mutual thing? Because it does not feel like. Yeah, resistance and resistance came out first. Secret admirer. Remember I said timid? Yeah. And Nourish came out, says self growth, self focus, soul finding. This person is not, I mean, regardless of whatever they're communicating to you, their energy says that they see you as more of a friend. Like they do find peace in your presence. You, I'm sure you find peace in being around each other. But this feels more like a secret, like you're their secret admirer, like you want this to be something more than what it is. But right now, I'm not getting romantic feelings from the other person. All right, so this is your advice at this time to nourish yourself: self growth, self focused soul finding. Because it could turn out that this is not even your person, but at this time, there is no like romantic movement here. So I would not even focus on this person. Yeah, they're feeling kind of timid. They may not even be in the space to receive um, a romantic situation right now. So give them space. You know, it's not to say that it's not ever going to happen, but as of right now, no. Hi, Amina. I would love to take super chats, but I am not yet at that level. I'm still growing the channel, so if you haven't yet, subscribe, please and thank you. And Fabi, I didn't see you respond, so hopefully you got that message. And I'm not gonna apologize if it's not what you wanted to hear, but it is what it is. No apologies here. Sorry, give the truth. Um, Hi, thank you for the sub. I'm sorry, I just want to make sure that I am taking everybody in order. Don't want to skip anyone. So if you're present, I know people come in and out of the room. So if you were here previously and you were after Fabi, I don't know if Amy or Devin is still present, or Tobias. So I just want to make sure that they haven't left yet. Thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Hi Sin. Did you just come in? Because I didn't see any comment from you before. It's not gonna tell me when you came into the room. It's when you start commenting. That's when it counts. So just so you're aware, I'm here every Tuesday. Viewers' choice questions. Well, almost anything except for medical legal questions. And I'm also live Thursdays with a revolving theme. For now, anyway, that's during the winter season. And Sundays is one of my live staples as well, Spiritual Gangsta Sundays. That is where I give you spirit guide messages, messages that you need to hear versus questions you want to ask. Um, so, okay, yes, I did see you comment after, it was after Fabi. Um, well, actually, after Fabi's last comment, but there were a few people in here. Is Tobias, Devin, or Amy still present? Start shuffling. If not, then you are up, Sin. Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw Devon comment. All right. I'm sorry, Devon. What was your question? Because I didn't see. Oh, your money. Okay. Do you see your money being? Do you see my money being stable? Got it. Don't retype. And then Tobias. Perfect. All right. We'll use tarot for that. All right. Let's tap in. See what Devon's money is looking like in the foreseeable future. Jackson, if you want to stick around, you would be after Tobias, and then I will have to see who's after that. All right, Moon kind of in reverse, but kind of on the side. I will take it upright. So Moon would be your first. There's unsurety around like your income flow right now. You're like very undecided about how you want to make your money, like long term. Hermit showing up here. You've been taking a lot of time out trying to gain some new insights, some wisdoms into what you should be doing versus what you have been doing. Because it's like the old formula is not working anymore. Ooh, you got the sun and the moon. Ooh, there's a lot of major energy here. A lot of major arcanas. That is interesting. But it looks like with the sun here, it's like you go from the moon to the sun. So clarity around what you should be doing is going to come soon. Like it's going to come in the form of like an aha moment. All right, like a light bulb moment. You may even like take some time out into the sun. Like next opportunity that you can get to really like just like sit in the sun for a little bit. That may trigger something in you because I'm getting not just like the sun energy, but the sun strongly here. Like that may be a side message. Like you need more time in the sun anyway. Another major. Got justice here. Why are there so many majors with your? What is this? Five of Swords. Out a lot of cutting through the fluff, cutting through the BS. Like this justice, I feel like you're coming to the point in your life now where you're just like the excess needs to go. Like it's like an everything must go fire sale in your mind as far as you're concerned with your life. You need to like clear out some things. I heard just like um, cutting where you spend excess money, budgeting more properly. You may have had some legal paperwork that you had to do to get some money cleared up. Either that, or you may be interested in looking into a loan because it's like getting something contractual here, and not in your current energy. Something coming up. Where did that come from? Lovers, but more major energy. Hmm. King of Swords in reverse landed on top of the lovers. Like, you maybe not. All right, you may be in a position where you have to decide between like situations, and I'm talking about like not just when it comes to your money, but something external to your financial sources that could affect your money heavily if you don't make the right decision. And this could be surrounding a relationship. So if you're in a situation or a relationship where you spend too much money, or the your partner or potential partner is more geared towards spending more money and you're trying to conserve, that's not going to work. You're going to have to make a head over heart decision and possibly table that situation until you're in a better standing. Page of Wands. Do not, and this came right after this situation, if you are even little bit tempted to go the route of sticking with somebody just because it feels good right now versus your financial situation, do not do that. You would be going the wrong way. All right. Magician energy showing up, but this is on the bottom here. This is where you could potentially be going if you make the right decisions. All right. being able to manifest new opportunities more so than you have before. Nine of Swords showing up here. You don't overthink it, because I feel like you're now in a position where you're starting to overthink, like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? This, that, that. No, that's not going to help your situation at all. So you got to take a step back. Like I just said, take take a day. If you can take a day where you can like sit out in the sun just to get like some clarity and just clear your mind, because this hermit and sun energy is coming very strongly. Like to take a step back, to just reevaluate some things, to gain some wisdoms about the direction you should be moving in, because there is something here where you may be like missing, the plot, where you're like overthinking it to a point where you're missing a very simple solution to where you can increase your income right now. Let me see if there's any. Oh, let me switch up decks here. Message for any additional messages for regarding finance for Devin. Do the work. Yo, Spirit said yell, like not yell that, but you need to hear this. Do the work, because you may be looking for some miracle solution when, like I said, you're overlooking a very simple solution, which is do the actual work. Like you have to put some work in. If you're looking or waiting for someone to come in and save you, or some like life changing something to happen, you got to put in the work here. Anything else? All right, and surrender. That's that overthinking energy. You got to stop overthinking it. Like really and truly, you need to. And this is more like on kind of like sunlight shining on him. Get some sun. Take a day to just like clear your mind, meditate, and focus on nothing. Let your mind go blank, because there's something very simple that is going to come to you where it's like, oh, that's how I'm going to make my money. All right, cool. But it's not going to come until you can really just chill out for a little bit, stop overthinking the process, stop, looking for shortcuts and quick get rich quick. I just heard stop watching master classes. don't do any more of those. But yeah, you have the potential to really like shift what's going on here, but you need to do the work. And you should know what that is. I don't know what that is. You should know. All right. So Devon, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. That was for you. Hopefully you can so boy, what's up? Welcome. I'm good. I just before I logged into live, I saw your message from a few months ago, and I was like, wait, what is this? Because I just started going live again. So good to see you again. Good to connect with you in the chats. All right, Sin, I got you. Sin's like, hello, me now. I got you. Did you have a particular question? If you can please save me from scrolling, I would appreciate. Oh, you're quick with it too. I like that. Good to see you too, man. How does Denise feel towards me? Someone to keep pushing? God, options. Since that, I got options, but I just want to know which one. I got you. Listen, not mad at that. It's good to have options. It is good to have options. Let's see what's up though. And the name is Dennis. It's a unique name. I think more people have more options than they think. So Devin, yes, this will be it should be public by later on tonight. If not, check back tomorrow and it should be up there. But yes, you will get to see the replay. I gotta start putting whatchamacallit, forgot what that's called, to be able to go through the live like little what is it, chapters they call it? I forgot what they call it. But yeah, I'm getting reacquainted. Oh, Tobias, I'm so sorry. I did skip you. Sin, gotta put you on pause. Um, all right, Sin, stick around. You are right next. Let me take Tobias real quick. Not real quick like that. Like I'm not gonna just, you know. Yeah, I'll know hopefully what I mean. All right, let's see. For Tobias, the energy. Let's see. Let's ask like what the general energy is from women towards you, because like physical attraction is always in the eye of the beholder, and that's on an individual level. You can't ask that generally. But also, the energy that you're putting out could be important, so we'll see what comes across. What's going on with Tobias and potential love connections? What's the energy there? Success came out in reverse. Don't like you feel like you're failing at things right now. This is one the absolute wrong mentality to step into with any situation. It's like I get this image like you when you start even a conversation with somebody, you go in already thinking like, oh, they're not gonna like me. They're gonna just like write me off. You can't do that. You can't do that to yourself because you're already psyching yourself out. And believe it or not, people can feel that energy. They are going to intuitively pick up on it and they are going to react off of that. If you don't have confidence in yourself, they're not going to have confidence in you. Okay. Yep. Trapped mentality here. And to be honest, it doesn't feel like you're at a phase right now where you should be focusing externally because this is the type of mindset that doesn't just dissolve overnight. So, if you are truly mentally trapping yourself and not in a very confident position, that is the first thing that you should focus on. I'm gonna switch up decks for a second. Cycles did appear here, so this is just a season right now because confidence is something that can be built. I'm not gonna say easy, but when you work on it consistently, it is not hard to build that. Messages do you have for bias when it comes to women and relationships? Okay, chasing. Chasing says pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Yeah. So, if you at any point feel like you are chasing somebody, take an immediate step back. It should never ever feel like a chase. Okay? Or at least it should never feel like a negative chase. Because some people like that dynamic, like some men and women, you know, men like to chase and women like to feel chase. But if they're not giving you any kind of reciprocation, step all the way back. All the way back. That's not your cue to go harder. No. Obsession showing up here. Time and rejection. All right, obsession says infatuation, adoration, addiction. Time says waiting cycles appears again. So that's another card to confirm that this is a cycle you're going through. A cycle of rejection. All right, so again, whatever energy this is coming from, any kind of obsession, the person should not be an object of obsession. Women or a particular individual, if they spark any kind of obsession in you, any kind of infatuation, when they are not reciprocating your energy, that is a no. That is an immediate no. Okay, so you got to give this time because, again, it's going to take a while to build up your confidence to get out of this trapped mentality before you're actually ready to attract a stable partner. Now, if you're just looking for something, casual, that's different, but you still need to get your confidence up because people are going to be able to read you. Like, women's intuition is so real. They're going to be able to say, like, this guy is either acting too desperate or they're doing too much, and that is going to scare them away. So, your advice, perspective, better off, happiness, clear headed space. This needs to be you right now. You need some time. Okay? You need time. This is a cycle you need to go through to build up your confidence, build up your resilience, build up the love that you have for yourself. Because self love is where it all starts. You cannot effectively love somebody else if you do not love yourself. It is impossible. So, again, it's not about your physical attraction level because there's somebody for everybody. And physical attraction depends heavily on the individual. It is about building up your self confidence, taking care of yourself, making sure that, you come correct and comfortable in your own skin before you approach anybody. So that is your read. Happy 26th, boy. If you make a heart with your hands, it'll appear in the video. Really? I haven't seen that before. Is it? All right. I tried it out. All right, Sin, you are up. And Munta, yes, you absolutely can. I just got to make sure that everybody else always here first. Which I had a pen and pad, like I had a pencil sitting right next to me, but you would think that I would use it to write down names. No, it's obviously I'm just on go mode. Just on go. All right, so Sin, I got it. Thank you for reposting. No, it didn't work. And Philia, yes, you are after Sin. If you'd like to post your question now so that it is there and ready, that would be appreciated. All right, so we're going back to Sin's original question. Dennis's feeling towards you. Please trust and believe. I like me and texting, no. Yeah, so don't even like worry about that. I want to see what you're talking about though with the heart hands. Like I haven't seen that yet. I feel like I do that fairly often for something to pop up. All right, let's focus. Let's tap in for sin, please, and thank you. What is Dennis's energy towards sin at this time? It's pretty quiet. Why is this the theme of the night? Like, this has been coming out a lot. Trapped. Number 34. Is there anything else when it comes to Dennis's energy for sin at this time? High Priestess of Water. A lot of, like, somebody's in their feels here. Trapped in their feels. Like, water energy. I'm not sure if it doesn't have to correlate with you or the other person's sign. It's just the energy. But one of y'all could be water heavy right now. Let me see. And short answer for Dennis, no. There's is not this is not like a flow of energy between you right now. This feels more like like, you know, the feeling towards this person versus the reality of what it is. Let's see what else for Oliver or Fred. Is there any romantic energy coming from Oliver at this time? Obedience. This is like justice. Is this person involved already? Um, it's kind of like justice in this deck. I don't. This person does not feel open. Summon it. This feels like you. This feels more so like you're trying to create some kind of like moments between you and other people where it's not really happening. I hope you're not trying to force anything. Anything with Fred. Is there any energy, romantic energy with Fred at this time? Now you got like let go. None of these people feel like they are open to you at this time. I'm just gonna pull any further messages for sin regarding these situations at this time, please and thank you. I see you hoping like this. That's your energy. Like you're like hoping at least one of them. Like no, don't say like you want at least one of them. Like you want to make sure that they're the right one. Like whoever. All right, loyalty and commitment is showing up here. I feel like this is what you want. This is what you want. This is what you're looking for. You're hoping one of them is a suitable, but are they? Is there any suitable connections here for sin? Return wanted to turn over. It did not. I'm not taking it. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Why does this feel complicated? All right, perspective. Better off, happiness, clear-headed space. Yeah. Similar to previous message. need to take some time off to clear your energy of these people, because it doesn't, like, none of these people feel like they are your person. It's a lot of like wishing and hoping on your end that one of them is, but you can't force that. You can't force it, because what you want in this terms of loyalty and commitment, that's something long lasting. All of these feel like very short term energies, or energies that are not ready to commit. There is a very non committal energy here. Or in the case of, it feels like one of them is committed somewhere else. So no to that. I will never ever encourage snaking a partner. That is bad karma. So yes. I mean, their energy, I'm sure they do, but okay, you have to think of it in man speak, okay? When a man says that they like you, they like how you either look or how you make them feel. Whether that doesn't say that they are open for a stable connection. That says nothing about their actual stability as a partner. So, stability is not felt here across the board. So wipe the board clean, start fresh, but start with you. Start with loving on you, giving that energy back to yourself. Leave those boys alone. And good luck. Because trust and believe, I want to hear some successful love stories come back. Okay, so hi Amina. Um, this I didn't. I don't have a gold one. This is a silver, like the rim is silver. This is the um Wisdom House of Night deck. This is what I use for a lot of my energy work. Great deck. Very quality card stock. So highly recommend. Forgot who that's by. But one of these days I'm gonna do a post on the decks that I use. One of these days. We'll see when that happens. Okay, so let me see. I'm sorry, Philia. I don't want to. I have a habit of butchering people's names sometimes. So, hi Joyce, welcome. And I'm not sure. I just want to make sure I'm taking account as to who is after you, Philia. Savoy, if you're still here, did you want a reading? Um, okay, Muntakan. I'm sorry, I don't. Munta. I'm just gonna go by Munta. If you are still present, and KD, if any of you are still present and wanted a reading, then I don't know if they're still here. I just called for their names, so if none of them respond, then you would be next, and then Joyce, you would be after that. Ooh, let me make sure. All right. And I actually, you know what, and that's basically all I have time for. So it would be, and I'm sorry, Amina, if you were, I don't know if you asked for a reading. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I was just gonna say. So Philia, Amina, um, and then Savoy. And I'm sorry, folks. I will have to cut it there because I do have to go. If anyone wants to join me over on TikTok, I think the link is in my bio. I'll be doing readings over there as well, basically the same thing. So if you want to join me over there, if not, I will be back next Tuesday for Viewer's Choice, open questions. And I'll be back on Thursday. That'll be a theme reading though. And it's a mystery, it'll be a surprise, so you'll know that the day of. All right, so Philia, I'll tell you about you and Eric. Got that question. All right. All right, no worries, Savoy. So I will get you right after Amina. I'm gonna do these. Forgive me if they are a little quicker, but I am on the late side for Mother Love. All right, Philia, what is going on with the energy between you and Eric? Please and thank you, Spirit. Tap in for Philia. Are y'all even communicating right now? Because it's like radio silence. Wow. That's the second time this happened this night. Wow. I don't like when that shows up. I do not like when deceit shows up. I'm gonna switch over decks because this one gets to the nitty gritty. That one's for energy. This one is like cut down to the hard truths. What advice do you have for Philia when it comes to Eric? Please and thank you. We have clinging and boundaries. Clinging says holding on, obsessing, spying. Philia. And boundary says no, drawing the line, enough. I don't need to pull any other cards besides that. It is a mistake. Don't do it. And if you are spying on this person, if you are holding on to this person emotionally, mentally, in any way, let go. Because no is a complete sentence. This is not your person. And with seeing deceit show up on the underside of that deck with nothing coming out, this person has nothing to offer you. So you would be doing yourself the best of favors by stepping away. That was actually very easy. No. And even if he did, you should be turning him away. I know that's not what you want to hear, but I think that's what you need to hear right now because that was like a hard no. Like a hard no. You think he's spying? Well, either way, it's a no. I don't. Whoever this is, not saying it's you, but whoever is in this deceitful energy, you don't want that. You don't want to be in deceitful energy. You don't want somebody with deceitful energy around you. So it's a no either way. That was like the quickest read of the night. That was so straightforward. It was not funny. All right, moving on to Amina now. All right, so Amina, you would like to know about you and Mike. Girl, I don't know how many ways you want me to tell you no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please trust and believe. If you do that, you're making a big mistake. Do not let that guy into your energy. Nope. If you replied, don't reply again. Like, I'm so serious. I'm I'm not going to tell you for another. Let me make sure there's no reversals. I just saw one. I don't know how all these reversals are popping in. It's probably for me shuffling sloppily. All right, so this happened for Amina and Mike. What is the energy between Amina and Mike? Please and thank you. I should say, what's Mike's energy towards Amina? Because it's important to know. What is Mike's energy towards Amina? So we have summon and also reminder. If you can see in the middle here that says don't forget. What are you forgetting here? Or what do you need to be reminded of when it says reminder? All right. This person feels like a ghost that you constantly have to like check in on them. Like, hey, what's up? We don't like ghosts. We don't like people that come in and out. High priestess of spirit. This person feels like they're all over the place, and I think you know this because it's like, don't forget that this is how this person is. Self worth showing up on the bottom here. Elliot, it don't matter what he wants. It don't matter. What, you're asking the wrong questions, girl. It don't matter what he wants. Spirit said no. Don't try to force it. You are making a mistake. But back to Amina. What other messages do you have for Amina when it comes to Mike? Releasing. I mean, it kind of. You know what? I'm gonna get more because it kind of came out in reverse. Releasing says letting go, moving on, walking away. You may be having a hard time doing that. Heart fog showing up on the bottom here. Mixed signals. Yeah, this person is giving you mixed. Mike is giving you mixed signals. We don't like mixed signals. We don't do that. You have a very open heart. You've been open with this person. You've been vulnerable with Mike. All right, but breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed, fantasy showing up here. Fantasy says daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. You have this person up on a pedestal in your head that they don't deserve to be on. All right. They are not giving you the consistency that shows you that they are stable or want stability or want something long term. So return that energy. Let that bitch go. But yeah, this is for you. He is a ghost. Stop calling him. I beg you, stop calling him. Do not pick up your phone to even text nor call this person ever again. Okay? How do we treat ghosts? We treat ghosts like they're dead because that's what they are. Like, no, don't do that to yourself. Do not do that to yourself. Let it go. It's not your person. And it's not to say this is not a vindictive person. He is not being vindictive. That's just the way that he is. He's a free spirit. He likes to be in several places at once. He's not committal. It is not out of like being vindictive or narcissistic. It's just the person that he is. It's not anything personal. But move on. Move on for you and get you somebody better. So while you still present, and thank you for your thank you so much for all your likes and to all the new subs. This will be my last read for the night. Yes, moving on. This will be my last read for the night. I do have to go over to TikTok after this, but I will be back Thursday for a themed reading, and it will be a surprise. So stay tuned. And Sunday for spiritual gangsta Sundays as spirit guide messages, and of course her Tuesdays, which is viewers choice open question session. But Savoy, did you have a particular question? And you're very welcome, Amina. Good luck. Oh yes, you did. Would moving in with my mom and her wife help them with their mortgage? Really help me financially in the long run. Okay, let's see if that's a good idea. I'm gonna use tarot for this. Right, let's tap in for Savoy, please and thank you. Moving in with mom and wife. Be beneficial. What advice do you have for Savoy at this time, please and thank you? Oh, I don't like seeing that. Let's see, Tower. King of Wands. And I saw the Queen of Wands on the shuffle. It's like your okay, Ten of Cups. That's not bad. It's feeling like it's going to be more of a benefit. Knight of Swords in reverse. It's going to be more of a benefit to them than it would be for you. You would be helping out, but your happiness may be at the Emperor in reverse. Your happiness may be up on the chopping block here. So when it comes to should you do it, that's really a you call. Like if you are willing to make the sacrifice for the time being, Five of Swords, if you are willing to not care so much about your own happiness right now to be able to help them out, then that's really your call. But just know that moving in is going to not be a happy time for you. Like, it's not going to. Seven of Pentacles. It's going to take a little time too. So as long as you are mentally prepared for it and you're okay with it, you know what you're getting yourself into. Yeah. 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 You're very nice. Like you definitely have the the thought of your family. Like that's first and foremost. Like that's very admirable of you. Um, but just know that if you do agree to do this, just be mentally prepared because it's going to be a frustrating experience. Yeah. There will be some pockets of happiness though, but you have to that has to be very intentional. You're going to have to take moments and time to yourself to step away when you need to. Might be some arguments you gotta sidestep a little bit, but yeah. Yeah. All right. You know what? Let me get an advice. I'm gonna ask a yes or no. I don't really use these as often because a lot of things are not just yes and no cut dry. But let's see what comes out here. Is it advised for this avoid to move in to assist with the mortgage? Is it advised? It is not advised. Take that what you will, because again, the final decision is yours to make. So if you decide to do that, matter of fact, let me. Remember, I said it was going to take some time. So no less than like 9 months, but I'm getting longer. I'm getting longer. So the advice is no. You have the final say. Yeah. I would say meditate on it. Really meditate on it and decide, what you want to do because this is not something you should partake in lightly at all. Not at all. Because it could destabilize you while you're trying to help stabilize somebody else. So you have to look at all angles here. You being the most important angle to consider. Your sanity and happiness and finances. So I don't. I wish you. Ooh. Okay. Also, don't let anybody rush you into a decision. Do not let them rush you into a decision. That is not something that somebody should be forcing you to decide like right away, because that's not could turn it around on them. Like if you had to make this choice, what would you do? Hmm. Hmm. Yo, people kill me with like trying to force and manipulate people to do stuff. But take your time. Take your time deciding, and please consider yourself heavily when making this decision because it's not going to be puppies and rainbows. And I'm putting that a little lately. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well, good. No pressure. Like no super onset of pressure, but just take your time to decide. All right. But it is up to you. That's not a question that I can answer like absolute. I can give you the advice, which is no, but ultimately it's your call. All right. So thank you, Savoy, for coming to see me. I appreciate everybody actually that popped in. You're so very welcome. And let me know what you do. End up deciding. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon. And to everybody else, thank you again for joining me. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. And again, I will be back on Thursday for a themed reading. It'll be a surprise. And then again on Sunday, and then, of course, Tuesday. So I will see y'all soon. I am sending everybody love and light.